This deep and gentle flow class dedicated to the yin practice of yoga. And tonight, or whenever you are practicing for yourself, we are going to focus on opening our hips and opening our shoulders, our chest, and our upper back. So if you are already prepared with maybe some props like a bolster, block, blanket, pillows, whatever you have at home, instead of blocks, you can also always take books or any pillows of your couch, for example, which are a bit bigger. And then you are perfectly equipped to go into this next 75-minute beautiful, sweet practice. We are holding in yin every pose around 2 to 5 minutes. So that can feel for the mind, or even sometimes in moments for our body, quite challenging to just stay that still. So I'm already inviting you there that you may allow yourself in this practice today to drop a little deeper, to let a little bit more go, and to open a little bit more deeper up. What the yin practice in the end also offers our whole body to open up deeper, release toxins which we have stored, release deep old stress and tension for you to feel way more free and relaxed and calm in your daily life. So we're starting in a seated position. You can see what works best for you here right now. Any seated position also always there. If your feet can be challenging for you, keep an upright spine. You can always put a block or a pillow or a blanket under your sit bones so that you lift your pelvis here a little bit up. You can place your hands on your knees or in your lap. Then I invite you here first to just close your eyes and arrive here with yourself and with me for this practice. To for now, just let go whatever has maybe already been today or the last week, the last weeks. And also to release for now. It doesn't matter right now what will come after the class, tomorrow, the rest of the day. It doesn't matter for the now moment. I invite you to deepen your breath here, to breathe deeper towards your hips. So you can feel a little engagement in your lower spine. Your belly expands. With an exhale, your belly releases again. Your whole muscular system, all your muscles relax a little bit more. And repeat that for yourself, that with the inhale, you breathe towards the bottom of your spine and let your belly expand. And on the exhale, you can also sigh out a bit louder. Let a little bit more go. Still keep your spine nice, upright and tall, but the muscles around it just relax a millimeter more. Repeat for you in your own pace with the in and exhale. Still inviting you on the inhale to breathe into your hips towards the bottom of your spine. Expand your belly. And then on the exhale again, release. Let your belly deflate. Let your mind become a little bit more quiet. I keep you for a few more of those in and exhales and stillness, so you can just explore yourself with your own breath. And then I will guide you back with my voice when it's time to continue. 3 more in and exhales here. One last. And then just release. Focus on your breath and that your inhale and exhale just come how they want to come, with deepening our breath and bringing more consciousness to our breath. We're activating our parasympathetic nervous system, a part of our nervous system that is responsible for more calmness, more peace. Relax and digest, rest and digest. And from here, let's release your feet however you chose to sit right now, and then bring the soles of your feet together. Come here into butterfly and see here where you can, from the anatomic structure of your hips, can and want to place your feet tonight or today. You can bring them very close, or you can have them a bit further away. And then place your hands around your feet if that's possible for you, or just around your ankles. Keep your spine nice and long. And then start here to gently, like the wings of a butterfly, gently let your hips move your legs up and down. Over time, you can also start to make it a little bit bigger, but no pressure here, no performance of more. Continue to breathe deep.
Within the great being, there are no residential things. There's only the dance of phenomenality.
Allow yourself to accept yourself here in the practice of where you are right now.
Of all manifestations.
However your body shows up, however your mind shows up,
You are not an object.
allow yourself to lovingly treat yourself with this total acceptance of what you meet here today on the mat with yourself. It's not about anymore pushing yourself somewhere, but it's more about letting go
To believe you are awareness.
and melting deeper into the pose that we choose today. You can from here as well, if that feels good for you, bring some of your weight to the right and the left side, very gently here.
This recognition to reveal the true self. Awareness is ever present.
Very good. And then from here, just bring your feet maybe a little bit further away. Check in here where you want to have them. You can place a blanket under your sit bones if that feels good for you. You can bring the flesh which you have under your sit bones also a little bit away to the back. And then from here, we're bringing our hands for now again onto our ankles. We are lengthening our spine, bringing our chest out to the front, opening our chest here. And then starting to either bring our hands also around the feet or keep them at the ankles. You can keep your elbows inside of your legs, or you can place your elbows in front of your calves. Also here, you can bring the legs as close as you like. That feels good for you. Here, outside or inside. find your edge of where you want to be right now,
Stay as the self, and none of this will
and
happen.
then allow your upper body to fall down. If it
Keep on
feels good
moving.
for you, you can also take a
Stillness
block, take a
prevails everywhere.
bolster, take a blanket, and place it here. Somewhere in between, you can even place a block on your feet if that feels good. Relax your head and your neck a little bit more. And again, we really want to create a super
And you're in
comfortable
a dry place.
setup
You
for
won't
us
get wet
to be able
when the rain of
to
thoughts
deeper and
come.
deeper let go.
Stay sheltered in the self.
When you found your edge,
Peace is to be established in the space
and allow
which is
yourself to
beyond
drop
duality, timeless,
into more
limitless,
physical and then also
complete.
mental stillness.
There is no other there. It is before
Continue
all
to
beginnings.
breathe.
It is not a space of creativity.
Allow your system or your
It
muscles,
is
your whole
limitless.
body to
It is
relax
simple.
more here
It
and
is
deeper
indivisible, whole,
into this bound angle.
ineffable. Everything is at rest. Even the state of rest itself is observed. Time does not exist here. This is the source of the mind itself. Everything that you see, including the sense I am, arises from here.
Maybe for your practice here today, you would like to
Is not going anywhere.
invite a specific
It does not
intention,
arrive from anywhere.
something you would like to invite
It is
more,
the divine, the
something
timeless
you would
mind.
like to let more go of.
Om Namah Shivaya.
So maybe that's peace or calmness or relaxation. And choose for the positive version of what you more want. And if you found something, I want less stress, and maybe choose I want more resilience, calmness. And then speak this word for yourself 3 times inside your head, planting the seed, bringing your attention to exactly this, to let it happen. Often we think that we have to accomplish everything by ourselves, by doing, doing, doing. But often it's also just about planting a seed, bringing all our focus onto it, and then allowing ourselves to just observe, to be with it, and to believe in it and have faith in it, like a plant growing. Allow ourselves to then just watch it grow without wanting to pull it quicker out of the ground. To find the joy in observing the growth that happens by us having faith and having patience, having trust, and that it will happen. And from here, slowly, slowly, start to bring your upper body back in an upright position. Take your hands and bring them to the outside of your knees and gently start to close your legs here again. Maybe lengthen your legs here once. Stretch and flex your feet here for a moment. And then bringing your weight onto your right hip, bringing the legs around from your left foot towards the long edge of the mat here, a 90-degree angle between your calf and your upper thigh here. And then creating the same thing, going into deer pose, 90-degree angle between your thigh and your calf. When you can place, for example, a bolster or a block here in front of you, or to just see for yourself where you land today, how you would like to support your body and experiencing deer pose. Nicely opening more our right hip here. And then find your edge, the place where you would like to stay. And then find your point of stillness. Allow yourself to stay here for the next around 4 minutes. Melting into deer pose. Continue to breathe here deeply into your belly in and out, creating for yourself an even deeper experience of this pose. And yin, by holding the poses longer than 90 seconds, we are starting to enter our deep tissues, our deep fascia. And we can enter by that really different realms of ourselves, into experiences or feelings which we have never experienced before or which we have long forgotten. So deep moments of bliss, of ecstatic, pure divinity can come up, as well as maybe past times that you stored away deep into your body, into your tissues, unresolved experiences. And also those can then show up. Move the issue out of the tissue. That's what yin so much supports us, by not often even having to talk about things, but just by inviting the body to release what it once experienced, didn't fully process yet, but where we give in the yin practice the body time again to open, and by that become more flexible, and through which we can see ourselves becoming more open, more flexible, more curious about new things again, because we created more space. And then slowly also here, start to bring your upper body slowly back up again. Start to press here into your right hand. Bring yourself onto your left knee. And then bring your right foot here to the front. Place a bolster, a block, something here next to your right foot. You can bring your right foot further to the outside of the mat. We're going to move into dragon pose and really check in here. What is your edge? Dragon pose is really giving itself its name. For some time, we can easily feel that really this inner dragon comes out that wants to kind of spit the fire. Anger can come up. So check in here when you choose your edge, that you choose an edge you can hold for around for the next 3 to 4 minutes. Relaxing your neck, relaxing your upper back, and then starting to breathe deeper. There will always be poses in yin which will feel really challenging for you. Really deep tension showing itself that is held inside. And there will be poses which will feel super sweet, super nice, just totally relaxing. But you will realize when you allow this challenge of the pose where you have more physical tension stored, if you allow yourself to go through that challenge, to breathe yourself through, to stay in it, with every exhale, let a little bit more go. You will feel way more release than just staying in the sweet, nice, sunny spots where it just feels nice and relaxing. You'll be able to take that experience into daily life. If there is a challenge, that you don't directly reject it or run away from it, and that you breathe through and decide to be in it, because you will get curious what you will encounter after the challenge has passed. Like after the storm is past, what beauty is going to unfold? Because that is what will always happen when we release these deep, really a bit painful tensions. There's so much beauty waiting behind. Two more in and exhale here in dragon pose. Good job. And then slowly make yourself back out of this pose. Your right knee back next to your left. Bring your knees a little bit further behind your hips. And start to make some hip circles here. Continue to breathe in and out. Very good. Maybe you like to move your props a bit to the side and then start to bring your left knee to the front, your right foot to the outer edge of the mat, and your right knee as well, again into a 90-degree angle, deer pose on the left side. Bring your upper body above your left thigh, and then seeing how deep you want to go, how deep your body allows you to go. Find your edge, grade yourself, comfort that you desire right now. And also there, both of our sides, left and right body sides, anatomically not fully the same, from the flexibility not the same, from the strength not the same. So remember to accept your body how it comes. If one side is more flexible, then that's what it is. Don't push it. You can invite it to open more. In the end, it's also not meant that both sides are completely the same. Through all your life experiences, there have been moments why both sides developed a bit differently. Allow yourself to breathe now in and out, this acceptance for who and where you are. That not more is better. And the peace lies in the acceptance of yourself, non-attachment of the outcome. And also by holding these poses so long as we're diving deeper into the tissues of our muscles. Our muscles can actually become more strong, the fascial tissue inside. When we go deeper, it gets better hydrated. It turns, so to say, from a more maybe leathery structure into a way more flexible and strong consistency, releasing this hyaluronic acid in our tissues and holding our poses so much longer. So it's also often said that yin really triggering our fountain of youth. You can feel way more young in whatever age we're in. 2 more in and exhale here. And also here, slowly start to make yourself back up. Move your weight onto your right knee and bring your left knee forward here into dragon pose on the left side. So here, check in. Maybe your left hip is here a little bit more open, or maybe not. Just adjust your props on how it feels good for you right now. Find your edge. Let's use that your mind now to work with, to be with. And then start to become more still in the way how you chose to be in dragon right now, and then start to breathe in and out very deeply. Inviting through your deep breath the tension that might rise up and melt away. And it's really fascinating. We're in a daily life, or we're doing a lot, or you're thinking, kind of having a lot of stress, maybe eating also foods which easily more bring stress into the body, meat or dairy, sugars, coffee. And then start to consciously start to breathe more deeply. Practice some yin to activate more of our parasympathetic nervous system. The environment in and around ourselves start to change easily, and by creating this more peace inside the body, the more acidity is released, more alkaline state is there, and we will also feel less sour, less tensioned. It's often all the acidity stored in our body that can get flushed out, and more alkaline state in our body also keeps us more healthy. We'll less often get sick and have a stronger immune system. 3 more in and exhales here. And slowly here, start to make yourself your way back up again. Bring your left knee back. And then also here again, bring your knees a bit further away from your hip and start to make some hip circles here with me. Moving the biggest joint in your body, your hip joint, activating this nice lubricant synovial fluid through it. Change direction if you haven't already. And the less we move our joints, the more stiff they will become. So it's super important to move ourselves in any way how it makes us joy, how it brings us also pleasure. And come back here. Bring your knees to the sides of the mat and bring your feet as well in the length of the knees. And you can check in here. Maybe you need to want to bring your knees even a little bit further away from each other. And then bring your upper body down. So we're going here into a hip opening of the inside of our thighs. And you can check in if you bring your feet a bit more together, it will give less pressure on the inside of the muscles here of our thighs. Or if you bring the feet more outside, start to go deeper, it will give more pressure on the inside. So just check in here what feels good, what works for you. In the beginning, I think I was starting in a way like this and had super much pain. We have this muscle on the inside of our leg, which is also kind of connected to our soul muscle. So that goes a bit through our adductors here on the inside of our legs, up over our hips, towards our abdominal muscles. And this connection of muscles there is easily the one if we are going into fight or flight mode, if we are in a survival state, for our body or our mind. And that can even be that a person is shouting at us and we don't know how to respond. It can be coming from an accident, for example, as well. But then a lot of tension, a lot of energy is easily stored on the inside of our leg, going up over our hips to our belly button. So by doing this frog hip opening, there can be a lot of tension, a lot of emotions which are stored in there, be triggered. So be gentle there with yourself. Take it step by step always. Find your edge with every pose. I can say that for me in the beginning, this frog position, I was crying, I was shivering, my body was able to release more and more tension over time. But in the beginning, it just really felt super not nice. But I knew I have to breathe through this, that I will be able to go through that. Then after that, I will feel more release. I will feel more free. And that can even have an impact, especially for women, on their sexuality, on their feelings of being able to open themselves up to receive. And some of the poses we can always progress. And in some of these poses, also anatomically seen, it's just not possible for us to go somewhere where someone else is possible to go. That's where acceptance jumps in again. Not wanting to be like the others, but accepting how and who and where you are. Very good. And then from here, take 3 more in an exhale. And slowly and gently start to press into your hands again. Bring your knees bit by bit closer together again until they reach the edge of the mat. Bring your big toes together here and then start to bring your weight back onto your heels, coming with me into child's pose. You can bring your forehead directly onto the mat, or you can take a block, for example, and place it under your forehead. You can reach your arms out to the front. You can bring them behind or next to your body. Or what you can do as well is if you have your forehead down on the block or the mat, you can interlace your fingers and bring your hands in your neck. Starting here to allow gravity to work on you. To allow yourself to melt into the sweet child pose. Breathing maybe for yourself a little bit deeper into the middle part of your back, where also your adrenal glands are located, which are producing adrenaline and cortisol. If we have too much of that in our blood, and we feel very much stress, hard to relax, not so good sleep, over acidified body, but deepening our breath and going here more and more into the state of relaxation, adrenaline and cortisol can get decreased in our blood. And we will feel that suddenly our body feels more smooth, our mind feels more calm. And take 3 more deep in and exhales here. Maybe sighing loud out, releasing the rest of the tension that might still be somewhere in your body. Next time. From here, start to release your hands if you have them on the back or in your neck. Start to bring your hips here back up again. Flow over onto your belly. Bring your elbows directly under your shoulders, lengthening out your hands here like skis or train tracks. Coming here with me into Sphinx pose. heart, a sweet back bend of our spine. You can bring your chin a bit towards your chest. You lengthen your cervical spine. Don't let your shoulders meet together at the front of your chest, but pull your shoulders a little bit back. If someone is pulling your chest a little bit forward, allowing yourself to feel on each inhale your belly pressing a bit against the mat when your belly expands. If you like to go a little bit deeper, you can bring the hands to the edges of the mat. Start to press into your hands to come here and to feel. Also here, keep your chin towards your chest. Keep your shoulders away from the ears. And then breathe deeply into your belly as well as into your chest. And the yogis always say the quality of life is not determined by the years you have lived, by the quality of breath you have taken. More conscious we breathe, more quality of life we will experience. And slowly here, start to bring your upper body back down onto the mat. Bring your hands here at the top of the mat on top of each other. Use them as a pillow for a moment for your forehead. And just start to rock your hips here gently from side to side. Very good. And start to reach your right hand out to the right side. Bring your left heel towards your butt. And then start to roll your body over to the right side. The sole of your foot onto the ground. Bring the right side of your forehead onto the mat. Place your hand here in front of your face. And then allow your back to nicely be stretched. Breathe in deeply here in and out in this nice shoulder and upper body stretch. Nice twist for all our organs. That's really a beauty. The more regular we are practicing yin, all the toxins from food or from the environment, which we have once taken in because the body couldn't process it, it stored it into our tissues. All of that, by staying in these poses for longer, can be released from the depth of our cells. Therefore, after yin practice, it's always good to still drink a good amount of water or warmish water, herbal teas, to flush all of the toxins that have been released, to flush them also out again. You can feel a huge difference then in the feeling of lightness in your body,
Can sometimes be in the beginning, like your sweat or your urine has a little bit of a more smell, which is totally okay. As long as it doesn't last like longer than 2-3 days, it's perfectly normal. Your skin will become better. You will look more young and fresh. You will feel more agile. So there are kind of countless reasons why yin is such a beautiful practice. And often this time of the practice, like more than half our time, we start to drop into a bit of a different space, already feel different. Past, future, doesn't really matter anymore right now. Kind of a little bit of a transcendental state. Maybe you can invite yourself here. Also give yourself a little smile, signaling your brain that happy hormones are super welcome to be released. Expressing with a smile gratitude towards yourself, towards your life, towards your being. And from here, slowly bring your left knee back towards the mat. Roll your whole body back onto your front side. Also here again, rock your hips a little bit from side to side. And then start to reach your left hand out to the left side. Right foot towards the butt. And then start to roll your upper body over to the right side, placing the hand in front of your chest or your face. Bring the sole on the ground. Seeing how far you want to bend over. Find your edge here and then allow yourself to become still. Find the pleasure in this pose. Allow yourself to connect yourself, even if you don't know how.
just to set the intention to connect a little bit more to all this divinity that is inside yourself. You're purely made by a creative force. The more we recognize this force in ourselves, or in alignment and in beauty and in lightness, our life will flow. We will ourselves more feel like ourselves, not that we have to play a role to be loved or accepted, but just purely being the embodiment of ourselves. And also here, take 3 more in and exhales. And slowly bring yourself back into the middle. Create again a little pillow under your forehead. And rock your hips a bit here from side to side. Back, and then press yourself back up here. And here you can choose, either you can bring the feet out to the side of the mat, roll your calves a bit out and sit down between your legs. Or if that should be uncomfortable for your knees, you can bring the toes together and the knees a bit more to the outside of the mat. And then here we're going into a reclined position in whichever way you choose to put your legs. You can place a bolster behind your back, or you can place a block under your sacrum here and between your shoulder blades, for example. And then choose for your legs what feels good, and then gently, slowly lower your back down onto the prop, creating some sweet ass opening here towards the end now of our practice. Maybe you like to bring the hands to the side or create a little cactus. Yes, I'm continuously inviting you to find your own way of how you want to practice the pose, which modification feels good for you and matching for your body. Also practice you might like to take into your daily life of not following the mainstream, but a little bit more asking yourself deeply inside, how do I want to do it? What is my way of doing things, of being, of living life? Looking left and right, how they do it, but sensing into myself, what is serving me? And connecting more again to this deep inner voice. It will always give you your best matching answer, your most suitable solution, your unique own way.
And from here, let's go a little bit further. You can push yourself gently a little bit up. Take the prop a little bit closer. Bring your soles back onto the mat here. Place the bottom of your spine on the end of our prop. And then bring the inside, so the soles of our feet together, checking here, at bound angle, how close you would like to take the feet. And then lie back again onto the prop. Open your hands, for example, to the side or in a little cactus here. And then allow yourself here to breathe deeply into your chest as well as into your hips, the bottom of your spine. The poses we actually feel most resistance or the quickest, the feeling of, okay, I think I'm done. Those places are the ones where we should actually reside twice as much. What we avoid needs our attention the most. And from here, gently roll yourself onto one side of your prop and roll the prop out of the way. Bring yourself onto your back. And one last time here, hug your knees. You can grab your knees or you can grab your chins. Then rock here a little bit from side to side, closing your chest a little bit again and your hips. Giving your back here a little massage. Loving kindness with yourself, towards your body. We all already know mostly how we can push ourselves more to be more productive and do more this sweet, loving gentleness and kindness with ourselves. Often still quite rare, but that's something to practice even more. And then stop here back in the middle. Maybe you'd like to grab a blanket, extend your legs, throw the blanket over you, maybe put a pullover on, some warming socks, whatever you feel you need right now. You can also place the bolster here under your knees, creating some more relaxation for your hips. And then snuggle yourself in here, letting the whole backside of your body rest now on the mat. You can place your hands next to your body, palms facing upwards or downwards. Or you can also place one hand on your lower belly and one on your heart. And then allowing yourself here to find stillness in our last pose, corpse pose, Savasana. From here, I invite you
to go on a little journey with me, which will bring you even deeper into relaxation. Let's move with your attention to your right thumb, your right index finger, your right middle finger, your right ring finger, your right small finger, to the whole top side of your right hand, and the whole palm of your hand, your wrist, your wrist, your wrist, the whole right hand, your right forearm, your right elbow, your right upper arm, your right shoulder, your right shoulder, your right shoulder, your whole right arm. And then move over your right shoulder, over your clavicle, your collarbone, towards the left collarbone, and then feel here, your left shoulder, the left upper arm, your left elbow, your left elbow, your left elbow, your forearm, your left wrist, the left palm of the hand, your left top of the hand, your left small finger, ring finger, middle finger, index finger, and your left thumb, your whole right hand, your whole left hand, whole left arm, your whole right arm, your whole left arm, your whole right arm. Move here to the back of your neck, over the back side of your head, forehead, face, your jaw, your jaw, your jaw, your throat, your breast, your right lung, right abdomen, right hip, right thigh, right knee, right lower leg, right ankle, right ankle, your right ankle, your right top of the foot, your right bottom of the foot, a big right toe, first toe, a second toe, third right toe, your little toe, your whole right foot, your whole right leg, your whole right hip, whole right body side, your whole right body side, your whole right body side, your left leg, your left abdomen, your left hip, your left hip, your left hip, your left thigh, your left knee, your left lower leg, your left ankle, your left ankle, your left ankle, your left sole of the foot, your left top of the foot, your big left toe, your first toe, second left toe, your third left toe, your little left toe, your whole right foot, your whole left foot, your whole left foot, your whole left foot, your whole left leg, your whole left side of the body, your whole left side of the body, your whole left side of your body, your whole body, your whole body, your whole body. From here, stay for a minute more in total silence with yourself, and I will guide you back to my voice. And slowly from here, to move your toes and your fingers again. Let to breathe deeper. Maybe you like to reach your hands over your head. And slowly from here, you can still keep your eyes closed. Come with me back into a seated position. Well being maybe cuddled in your blanket. Maybe you like to bring the hands in front of your heart. Namaste, I bow to you. Thank you for choosing this practice for yourself, for creating more calmness and more peace in your life. for making a difference for yourself. You can still stay in this relaxed state for sure as long as you like. If you watch the recording, then feel free to share with me how you experienced the session for yourself. Always welcome to also reach out. If you enjoyed it, then maybe you like to like the video. Or if you haven't subscribed yet, to subscribe to my YouTube to also be informed about other classes you can join. And also, if you ever like to join live, just follow the link in the description of the video where you can see which live classes I'm offering for you to be present here in that moment. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being here. Lots of love to you.